the Los Angeles Film School's graduating class of August 2022. Come on, graduates. It's worth waiting for. Come on. We're going to wait for you because you deserve it. Do not rush for us. It's good to see everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome here. Welcome home. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to send a shout out to all of our friends and family, children. I see little ones. I see older ones like me. You have carved out some time and space in a very busy and challenging season to be here to celebrate with your loved one. And I'm just so happy that you're here with us. Thank you for doing that. I also want to say hello and warm welcome to our online folks. We have staff and faculty. We have students and graduates. We have loved ones and family and friends that are joining us in the live stream today from all different states, some countries, and various time zones. So to our live stream audience, thank you for being here. I'm Tammy Elliott. I'm the president of the Los Angeles Film School, and it is my privilege. Thank you. I saw that. Thank you very much. And it is my privilege to be here with all of you so that we can bear witness to this important, and significant day. All right, graduates, now you. You ready? Against all odds. Against all odds. And this has been a tough 2 years, haven't it? 2.5, 3. It's just been tough on every turn. You stayed the course. You leaned into it and completed what you started no matter what. No matter what. Oh, yes. We are here to celebrate today, and I'm all about champagne toasts. And I hope you have many of them. Be careful, don't drive. I hope you have many of them throughout the day today. However, would like to remind you that in order to get here today, you have had to take thousands of steps. And some of those steps required some very serious decisions from you. One of those steps or many of those steps made you try to decide between your education schedule and your job schedule. And there are those of you that also had to balance education, your job, and your family. Those are difficult decisions that you have already made. Because if you didn't make those decisions, you wouldn't be with us today. I believe that you were able to make some of those decisions because of the loved ones that surround you. And I hope that we've also been a part of making those decisions too, to help guide when you get a little lost. So Today, when you're having this celebration champagne, please take a moment and remember all the steps that you took, that you didn't give up, that you had loved ones and family and your school surrounding you to help you. Please remember that you made the decision to show up every day. And we are so, so proud of you for doing that. Now, as you go out into the next step and next chapter, as you start developing your next set of goals for professional and personal, and sometimes now, right, the professional goals is the personal goal, right? I know, you creatives. That's what you want to do. That's why you're here. So as you set those goals, and when you come to that step that causes you doubt, that causes you fear, that causes conflict, lean into it with confidence because you already know that you can do it, because you've already proven that you've done it here. We are inspired by you. We are so proud of you. Congratulations, graduates. Job well done. I'd like to introduce you to our next speaker. She's the Director of Education for our online programs, and she's joining us by video. Her name is Jackie Otero. Thank you.
Hello from the East Coast. I'm Jackie Otero, the Education Director for our online programs. I want to say a special shout out to our online students who are graduating today. For those of you that are either joining us in person or live streaming online, you have accomplished so much during your time with us. I just want to take a moment to recognize you all. I will give you one piece of advice as you go forward into your careers, and it's a piece of advice that a mentor of mine shared with me, which is chase the butterflies. You know that feeling of butterflies that you get in your stomach when you're feeling a little anxious about the future, a little bit nervous about something that you're taking on? Graduation day is one of those days where you feel those butterflies. Chase that feeling. Don't lose it. Use it as an indicator that you're doing something worthwhile. When you are out there in the industry and you get an opportunity that makes you feel a little nervous, that's when you know you're on the right path. So go forward. Please share in your success with us. We cannot wait to see what you do next. At this point, I want to pass it over to my counterpart in Los Angeles, Charlie Kanganis, our Director of Education for campus.
Thank you, Jackie. Appreciate that. As she said, I'm Charles Kanganis. I'm the Director of Education for campus here at the Los Angeles Film School. Previous to this, I was the Senior Program Director of Film here at the Film School, as well as overseeing the Writing for Film and Television program. My journey started in 2009. Graduates, your journey started possibly with a question from somebody here today. Could have been from a parent, a grandparent, a friend, a cousin, an aunt, an uncle. It could have been when you were 4, and in some cases, 54. And that is, what do you want to be when you grow up? Some of you at that time might have answered an astronaut, a policeman, a fireman, a nurse, a teacher. For myself, it was third base for the New York Yankees. Obviously, that hasn't happened yet. I say yet, because I still hope. It's not that you couldn't have done one of these jobs or professions, but it's that you didn't really want to do one of them. Along the way, you had to do what you needed to do to make a living. You had to do what you needed to do to provide for yourself or your families, or in some cases, to serve our country. And thank you for your service. But at some point along the way, your dream started to become a little more focused. Buckminster Fuller once said, "The minute you choose to do what you want to do, it's a different kind of life." Many students have shared with me what I like to refer to in writing terms is the inciting incident. That is the single event that put your story in motion. It could have happened in the metro, seeing an ad for the Los Angeles Film School. It could have happened on an Instagram post, Facebook, Hulu, or TikTok. Many of these platforms could be your first employer. And at that moment, you decided your passion, your love of music, your love of film, television, content generating, your love and interest of business might have come into a clearer focus where you decided, that is what I want. Then came, I'll continue with screenwriting terms, your first act, or your first academic year, which started at an orientation where you met your program directors. A couple of them here today, Moana Sherrill from film and Jordan Janone from audio and music production. They will assist later in passing out your diplomas. They listened and shared with you what they expected of you for the next 3 years or 18 months. Then they allowed you to share with them what you expected of us in what we considered a progressive education. A progressive education that was rooted from that first day even in the potential of jobs. Your first act, your first academic year. Challenging. Some of you right out of high school. Some of you right out of the military. Some of you having been out of high school for 15 or 20 years. New software, new students, new collaborators that you could possibly work with in the future. Those challenges. Then, to continue the screenwriting term, or the writing term, Act 2, your second academic year. Most second acts are longer, or at least they seem longer, because there are greater complications. And in your case, as our president pointed out, a lot of complications at times. Distance learning, curbside pickup, how to collaborate. We sent some people down to Orange County to work when LA County was closed. There were a lot of challenges in your second academic year. What happens after Act 2? We have Act 3, your third academic year. As you moved into your third academic year, you might have felt confident with some of the skills you received, and work came your way. Life might have interrupted some point of that journey, and you had to step away for a short period of time before returning. It challenged your resilience. It questioned your commitment, and you did not lose stride. You kept going. And to some extent, I don't want to say you limped to the finish line, but regretfully so, we have somebody here walking who had an accident, and I feel terrible about that. But you're here, and you would not let this day go by without being present. So I applaud you for that. Graduation day. That's where we are right now. The journey to get here has been challenging. Every great story in Hollywood usually has a sequel. Top Gun, Maverick, right? My daughter loves Sing 2. I think it might be better than the first one. Your sequel is going to be your careers. Alex Fiorino, Angelina Faulkner, Ari Levine, Corey Drake, Martin Pensa, and Philip Blatty are not household names, but they are graduates just like yourselves who have Emmy nominations, Grammy nominations, Oscar nominations, and Oscars. We all may not find our name at the top of a marquee. It might be alongside hundreds that create content. It's tough out there. I'm not going to lie. Though the good news is the film industry is booming. We received an email recently from an audio graduate who said, I've got my dream job. I'm mixing sound bites for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, I was even jealous of that. We also got one that said, I'm having a tough time right now. I've been at it for a while, and it's been challenging. When you chose to be in this industry, like Buckminster Fuller says, you have chosen a different kind of life. It is not fair at times. It is more lucky than fair. It is not equal. There is no map. But when you succeed, there is great reward. We celebrate you today. We celebrate your families today. Over the 3 years or year and a half, some of you might have had loved ones who you expected to be here with you today and who are not. But we thank them as well. And we remember them as well. Because they are a lot of the reason why you're here as well. So I congratulate you today. The LA Film School has supported your education from day one. And now that you're graduates, we are going to be there to continue to support your successes of tomorrow. Thank you very much. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Kyle Woody, our Vice President of Education. Dr. Woody.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Jackie. I think to what the president just said about those 1,000 steps, right? So I encourage you to kind of pause and take this moment and think about your very first step here at the Los Angeles Film School. For most of you, it was orientation. And for most of you, it may have been very well taken place in this room, in the theater. I see some head nods. 2 weeks ago, we just welcomed in the incoming August class at orientation in this theater, their very first step. And we kind of challenged them to think about what their academic goals might be, their pre-professional ambitions. Most importantly, how the Los Angeles Film School can support that. But with you at this kind of 1,000th step, I want you to have that kind of introspective, reflective moment and think back to a little bit about who you were in that first step. Maybe, again, sitting in this very theater. What were your academic goals, your pre-professional ambitions? Along the way to the 1,000 steps, think about the faculty who supported you, the faculty that were teaching kind of your applied, practical courses, developing your skills to prepare you for industry. The faculty that were teaching those liberal arts-oriented courses, your gen eds, the ones that maybe you did not want to take, but were teaching you those soft skills, critical thinking, problem solving, instilling a little bit of sense of empathy within you, no matter what professional field you might pursue. The program directors that were constantly developing your curriculum so it met kind of the contemporary needs and expectations of your respective field and industry. Those academic coaches, the advisors, that helped guide you along those 1,000 steps that were there for support. Career development reps toward the end, closer to those 1,000 steps that were coming in and helping you with pre-professional development, taking the time to review your cover letters and resumes. And also our registrar team, the behind-the-scenes heroes and sheroes that were scheduling, your courses and inputting your grades, which I think were all A's, correct? I see a lot of wonderful chords here, but just kind of think back. Today's a busy day, it goes by quickly, but I do encourage you to have kind of that moment to reflect back to that kind of very first step that you took here at the Los Angeles Film School. Now, family, friends, your loved ones are getting ready to take that 1,001st step across the stage here in a moment. So applaud, cheer, take photos. We want to hear from you, okay? This is not a silent type of commencement ceremony, all right? Students, I ask you to please rise. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Audio Production, Aiden Pineda, summa cum laude. Becker Reap, summa cum laude. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Film, Edgar Cerrone. Samuel Mendoza, magna cum laude. Edson Pena. Graduates in the program Associate of Science in Music Production, Danielle Gullickson. Taiwo Owoso. Carla Pretorius, cum laude. Justin Sunglau. Graduates in the program, Bachelor of Science in Animation. Joshua Allen, summa cum laude. Michael Ramirez, summa cum laude. Byron Quinones. Kajal Kukadia. Adriel Ramirez. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Audio Production, Paul Dean Agassi. Alexis Castellanos Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Pardeep Lal, summa cum laude. Jeremiah McLaughlin. Salvador Casiel Moratillo Palacios. Michael Ramirez, summa cum laude. Jaron Weaver. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Digital Filmmaking, Gabriel Lopez, magna cum laude. Gina Tayomi Morgan. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Business, Brandon Davis, summa cum laude. Christian Garrido. Graduate in the two programs, Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Business and Bachelor of Science in Film Production, Amanda Harder. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Business, Brian Lampman, magna cum laude. Genevieve Martinez, summa cum laude. Eliza Narcessian, summa cum laude. Jaden E. Turner. Graduates in the program Bachelor of Science in Film Production, Chaz Bird, cum laude. Amisha Kakar. Enoch Mendez. Graduate in the program Bachelor of Science in Entertainment Business, Danielle Andrews. Graduate in the program Associate of Science in Music Production, Alondra Santos. Per the tradition of the Los Angeles Film School graduates, I ask you to please rise and face your family and friends. And graduates, I ask that please show some gratitude and applause to your family and friends. That helps you along the way. Graduates, as your Vice President of Education, it is my honor to bestow your degrees with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left, the side closest to your heart. Congratulations to the graduating class of August 2022. Graduates, you may sit. Yeah. Getting a workout in here. To welcome you on your 1,002nd step, I think that's it if my Fitbit calculations are correct. I'd like to welcome my wonderful colleague, Vice President of Career Development, Angelia Bibbs Sanders, who will welcome you to the alumni and alumnae community.
Good morning, good morning. Wow, I'm loving the energy in this crowd today. So wonderful. Graduates, congratulations. You've done it. You have reached this important milestone. Please know that your Career Development Department is here to assist you as you embark on this next exciting chapter. Our partnership does not end here. It just moves into a new phase with your LA Film School family, with your classmates, and with the alumni community at large. It is my honor to welcome each of you into the LA Film School Alumni Association of over 12,000 graduates. Woo! As you join this network of industry professionals, you must remember to collaborate together, lean on each other, and most important, never stop creating. Really, really important. You may have noticed this morning when you checked in, there were a few members of the Career Development Department hanging around right behind you because that's our job. Our job is to be there to support you as you are embarking on your career. We want to make sure that we're providing you support and services throughout the next coming days and weeks. I look forward to hearing from each of you. I look forward to you connecting with us. Let us know how you're doing. Really, really important, because oftentimes we can connect those dots. There may be just one thing missing. And as Charles said earlier in his comments, it's tough out there. So really important to lean on us, come back to us, stay in touch with us. So I wanted to just really personally invite you. If you ever have any concerns or questions, please make sure you contact Career Development. And I think you guys all know by now Career Connect, right? Don't forget that, really important resource. I also want to encourage you guys to also stay and connect with each other in terms of networking. And we also will have plenty of alumni association events coming up in the near future. And so come back and stay involved in those as well. We are your biggest cheerleaders. We are always cheering you on from the sidelines. So please stay in touch with us, use our services. It's your time. And I really am looking forward to reading about each and every one of you in the trades. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our graduation ceremony today. I want to applaud each and every one of you. Congratulations. You are amazing, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in the near future. I'm going to ask everybody to exit the theater using either aisle to the left or right. You are welcome to hang out, take photos with your classmates, take photos with your families. Make this, the rest of this day, pretty amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Thank you, families. Everybody have a fantastic day.